Good morning. It may not be morning for you, but it's morning for me. And I'm out here getting some pictures I'm looking to get something to illustrate Isaiah 43:19, where God says he's doing a new thing and it's springing forth. He's talking about streams. I got stream there. Uh, it's near the desert. This is not a desert. I don't live near a desert, but uh, I'm out here doing some pictures this morning to kind of illustrate that. And it's spring here. It's just I know it's brown, but it's it's the spring is changing. So there's a few things green. So I'm trying to do that. And I'm going to flip the camera around. I don't like trees coming out of my head. Here's a photo no. Don't do that. Tree behind my head. Don't do that. Um, Try to have something where it's a little bit more clean in the background. Of course, there's trees here, and there's not much I can do about that. But don't have it like that. Um, so anyways, I'm going to flip the camera around and show you what I'm photographing. Here we have the camera turned around, and you can see it is just turning spring here. It just came in the season, and there's my green, because you remember the verse talks about God doing a new thing. So the green is the new thing to illustrate the spring that's coming, and it talks about streams in that verse. So here's my little stream. Again, as I said earlier, it talks about desert, and I don't live in a desert, but there'll be a new thing here because it'll become green spring. And this is in verse 18. It talks about former things. Don't dwell on the former things. Well, this right here, this is the former things. God's doing a new thing. Spring is coming. This is winter's former. So all this will green up, and there'll be flowers around, and wildflowers and things like that. And it's going to be a new thing. And also, if you come back down and look at my camera here, I took my shots. I'm going to put the play button, and I did it HDR because that's really what I like to do. And there's the first image, there's the darker one, and there's the lighter, that one to catch all the shadows. So that catches the shadows, that catches the highlights good. We got a nice blue sky, and then this one's going to catch just the midtones. So did that HDR, and I did it here. We can see it all right there. See, it's 1 2/3 it's 2 1/3 stops apart. So sometimes I'm only 2/3, but I generally don't go less than that. Depending on the situation, I might. But here's a really bright contrast. So we're at 2 1/3 today. So that should catch all we need to do. And we're on RAW. So 100 ISO 200, and so don't worry about the AI servo for you Canon people who know what that is. I do back focusing, which is with this button right here, and I maybe need to do a video on that. But for now, it's a beautiful morning, and oh, there's a woodpecker up in the trees there. If you could see him, it's awesome. So yeah, God's doing a new thing. Spring is coming, and he's doing a new thing in your life too.